This week, The Good, The Bad and The Biff goes back to 2004 and this classic between St Helens and Wigan at Knowsley Road. Can you believe it's nearly 20 years ago, Dave?
Seems like yesterday. Some class players involved in this game. There's Farrell, Sculthorpe, Long, to name just a few.
You're not wrong, Dave. Like a gallery of stars, some real quality on show. It was Easter weekend, a partisan crowd and two top teams going head to head. What could go wrong?
Well, as we can see, the occasion really got to some players and the wheels really came off. Doesn't take much to cause a spark in these derby games. In fact, it looks like just a big free-for-all. Can we try and dissect and work out this melee? Let's try and make sense of it. What do you think actually started it, Keith?
Well, it's difficult to see at first where it comes from, but then Terry Newton, God rest his soul, is tackled and he passes the ball and takes exception to this and decides to, well, just let a few go.
Let a few go? Glad I'm not on the end of some of those. They were vicious uppercuts. Who's first in?
Well, Futanati comes straight in like charge of the Light Brigade. He's swinging everywhere. Then O'Loughlin and then Farrell. Sculthorpe's in there. I mean, if you look close enough, Dave, even the linesman's in there. He's having a go and all. There's not just punches being exchanged. There's also insults. I mean, Farrell is giving somebody a right mouthful. I mean, it looks like Sculthorpe, Dave.
It certainly is, Keith. Previously interviewed in our Forces special, he is in there battling with Farrell. Two top loose forwards and international teammates going at it. Proper Biff, Keith. Can you make out who else was in there? Swinging?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, well, it's everyone, isn't it, Dave? Terry O'Connor's in there, but he looks more like a bit of a peacekeeper on this occasion. And a new role for Terry, I reckon.
Yeah, for sure, Keith. Well, we both played against Terry and we know that he's a very tough competitor. And what a tough competitor he was on every occasion. Who went on to win this game, by the way, Keith? Were there any players left on the pitch?
Well, believe it or not, Dave, there was actually only 2 sin binnings in that game. So all 13 from each side were still on the pitch at the full-time whistle. And the score, believe it or not, 21 apiece. The derby was a draw. 16,000 fans cheering on. And what a spectacle that was, Dave.
Yes, it was, Keith. But more importantly, who won the Biff?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? 1 sin bin each. It was a tie. Tell you what, Dave, everyone loves a bit of Biff.